what I do first that helps me to where I don't have so much to do when I'm finishing it up and filing. So I hope, so I'm going to kind of show them, show them her nails. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's a good example there too. So Eric will get in great. So if I line this up, you could see it's how it starts to grow down. They're not as bad as they were. This one is a little more. So they kind of grow down, and you look at her cuticles here. Oh, plus you guys, I broke 2 nails on the way in here, like slammed it, so I cut them all off. So they're very thick too, but don't worry about it. It gives me opportunity to put something new on. So if you look at her cuticles here, you could see literally, let me get something to point. This is really, really good to see. So literally her cuticle should stop right there, but it's stopping right here. Okay, so you could kind of see how it's pink here, live tissue right here. She could feel me. It's kind of sensitive. You could feel it. It's kind of sensitive. Some of you may had clients like this. I'm going to show you how I push them back. Sometimes it doesn't go all the way back, and that's totally fine. It's just step by step what you do. So let me get everything out that I need. So what I'm going to do first is push back my cuticle, her cuticle, and Eric's in tight. So what this is doing is kind of pushing it back, but look at how much white she has here. That's all cuticle growth and what would cause lifting for your client. So remember, no pressure, just contact. And see, I use the other end, and this is a must. Some of you probably never use this end. I get it. But for this case, look at how beneficial it is here. I haven't seen square nails on me in I don't know how long. So funny. Okay, if you guys have questions, shoot them our way. Let's go ahead and do this. All right. Okay, so I'll have Eric getting close here, and you'll see where I'm left. I want to see how close it gets in. Could you tilt that way so I could see the camera? Just okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, get real close. Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay, so right here, like see how her cuticle, it should be back that far. All that will not come off unless you use proper bits. And that's how much is held on through it. This is such a good example. I'm excited. Okay, so let's get started with this. Get my bits out. With nails that I need to straighten a little and I need to bring it up, I start with my X-cut first. Some of you don't use the X-cut. It's okay. Your safety bit will work. The only difference is it won't get all the way to your side, okay? With an X-cut, it'll get to the side. So it helps me kind of see what shape I'm going to do, and I tighten it up first. You've seen me on other videos, I don't do that, but in this case, I do, okay? I'm going to put on 12,000 RPMs. Okay, so she wants to keep her length. Usually I would shorten them first, then do this. So I'm going to come up on my side here. See how straight it looks already? Get closer. Because I only have a few of her dragon ladies to do this. So you could already see it straighter right there, okay? So I'll come here. And I'm putting 0 pressure. All I'm doing is just making contact. So I might as well perfect her shape at this point. This is 0 pressure at 12,000 RPMs. I'm just making contact. Okay, this one kind of does it too here. So you'll see it come in straight. See how straight it is now? Let me put this back here. So go in a little more. There you go. Perfect. See how tight that is? Leave it there so I could do that close. I'm going to go to this one real quick. Leave it right at that view. Okay, perfect. So see how it's starting to grow down and it kind of looks like it disconnects there. I'm going to come right here. See how straight that is now? Like dead on with her sidewall. Okay, I'm going to finish this side. I just kind of wanted to show you while I was pointing that out. Now, let's say you don't have an X cut and you want to get it all the way there. You could come in with your hand file, either a 150 or 100 grit. And I thought I had 100 grit in here. I do this right here. you could come in like this, line it up and file it. So let's do this one. And those are the only 3 that hook, huh? Your 2 pointers, huh? That's okay. You just hold it here and bring it down from the bottom and straighten it out. Again, I like to have speed behind me, so that helps me make max dollar, right? So that's why I like to do things that are going to be quicker, more efficient, to where I don't have to redo them or pick up too many things. So you could already see they look tighter. Okay. Other hand. If you have any questions, let me know. So now I'm just flowing like I would on my client. So just repeating everything I need to do on every nail. Okay, this is hanging a little more here. So I'm gonna come here. There's one other step I'm gonna do before I put my X cut away. Okay, so when you look under her nails, because her nails grow like that, let's look at it this way, and I'm gonna show you how thick it is. Once I bring it up, there's a lot of thickness here. So I'm gonna hold it flat. I'm gonna lay my X cut down. I'm gonna go back and forth and kind of come up to the side, back and forth and come up to the side. The reason why I have to come up to the side, I can't stay straight. I'll notch it right there. Okay, so you have to stay parallel. So come right here. I go back and forth is getting the thickness I want. Then I'm gonna come here and just like feather it up. And I'm gonna come here and feather it up, or down actually. So I don't do, you've never seen me do this on most of my clients. Only people who their nails grow down or they're so long and want to shorten them. If they want to shorten them, let's change the camera. If they want to shorten them, then you're going to end up with a thickness there. So if you want to come underneath and kind of thin it out a little, so you have that vision of how much you need to take off on top for your rebalance, that helps a lot. New camera. Okay. Let's come right here. So here we go. I'm going to roll now. Okay. So you'll see how I kind of work. I was going to bring glasses that were more magnified because I can't have my light right there, but doing pretty good. Oh, I have a new dust extractor, you guys. So I'm going to have it a little low. I use it a little higher than this. Okay, so I'll get your thumbs. Put your fingers straight up. There you go. So that helps me to see your fingers your clients will do that a lot and you really can't see it, shades it. Just move their fingers up and come here. Okay, next hand. This one really needs it. So it's these 2 fingers in your pointer that curve. Are you 3 weeks or 2 weeks? You're going to your 3rd. Usually your nails grow way faster than this. Okay. Okay, so I could go into is this the other one? I could go into my X cut and keep with my X cut and going, but why I like to switch to my safety bit, I could go really fast and I don't have to worry if I kind of slip a little or if it slightly touches her cuticle when I get closer, it'll cut her. So I'm scared of the safety bit. Okay, I'm going to trim this up where it needs to be because I don't like dust, but one thing, I'll talk more about my dust extractor. It works amazing. It works best on my left side because I'm right-handed. So as I use it today, you're going to see a lot of dust on my hand here because it's sucking hard here. So it's really not coming on me. All right, so I'm on 12,000 RPMs and he's going to change the camera to the hand. So he'll go a zoom kind of out a little and then he'll zoom in so you can see my movement. So you can kind of see how I position myself. So what I do is I just kind of circle and get this color off. It is really weird without nails because usually my fingers right here, it's way more comfortable because my nails holding me down. But I guess I'll get used to it after a while. Mhm. Okay. Circular motion. Can you see the dust look up? Probably it's not a color. So, huh? So I'm doing a circular motion through all my zones. I'm in zone 1, 2, 3, 1. I'm in 3. I'm in zone 1. And then I'm tickling off the rest. Remember, you don't have to get it all the way off. Get off as much as you can because your outer band's going to take off more after that. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to file them down because I'm going to do dimensions on her nails. So let's see what I'm going to do here. I'll do these. So I'm going to prep her for her dimensional nails. She told me she wants 6 of them. So I'm like, oh yeah. So at this point, when I file it down, but do you see how I'm just going to work at my speed I typically do on my client, and I'll just keep talking. And that way. Yeah. RPM is at 12,000, which gel really you could get away with just 12 all the time. And it is the safety bed. So I'm going to do this a little thinner. So at this point, I'm going into my arbor band. I'm going to get out everything I'm going to use real quick. I'll get that one. Possibly this one. All righty. Oh, I just got my new ones from one now too. Let's get it out. So I'm going to put this on 6,000 RPM. That's what I like to work on for this. So Eric will get really close and you will see. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So again, I kind of hold it like this. I put her finger down. So when I put it down, you see that view right there? Let me kind of go this way so you can see what I'm seeing. I'm going to come up this way and then bring her finger up. It's much easier for me to get it tight there. I can see you kind of have a little notch right there. That's okay. We'll fix it. I'm going to go all the way around. So I write it, come up, right. And see, I'm parallel. I'm not up. I'm in zone 1. Parallel, parallel, then tickle from here. Now this is actually one of her dimensions, so I think I could get it a little more thin right here. Now she also has a high arch. Look how high her arch is naturally. I'm almost to her natural now. So it leaves me very little room for dimension on her nails that are like that. So I typically don't do one on here, but I'm going to because I'm going to make it look dimensional. Because one of my clients has all 10 like this. My one in California is all 10. And she likes dimensions 1 on 10. So. Do you feel anything? Okay. So here's my first pass. Then I'm just going to go ahead and prep the rest. And second pass. And try to get that body straight up to the cuticle. And you can even see from the side right here, get closer. Let's have that. There, that's great. That's a great view right there. Come right here and see how I butted up, but you could see where I write it. And you could see literally her cuticle is facing. Let me go right here. It's like clean, and you can see right there. See how it's going upwards? Like the little thickness right here. Don't cut that off. Leave it. Okay. Do not cut it. Just do the service as you file. If you accidentally even brush it with your file or your file, you're going to be blood for sure. So leave it just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to switch to my square bit. I don't think I'm going to use my crosscut right now. So I'm still on 6,000. I'm going to come in here. Now, real close, you'll see everything coming in. There you go. Okay, come right here. Watch how much more comes up still. Look at all that. And I'm not putting pressure. I'm making contact and it's doing the work for me. See that right there? Now look how clean this is. Like she has nothing anywhere. There we go. in here. She's really dry here. Now watch how much comes up. I'm telling you, don't do nails without this. Some people like to get away with not using it right away, but I always use it at the end as well. But let me just see what I do. Being satisfied because I love this part. I even love it when I do it on myself. The best. So now look at her cuticles. See, compare them. See how clean it is here? Spot. It's clean, but this is tight, so I could get my products really, really nice in there. So it makes a huge difference. Yes, it's an extra step, but that's partly something that sets you apart from other people. The finished look, the retention of the nail, all of it. 6 for my cuticles, my square cuticle, and 6 for my arbor. You could use 5. You're going to feel the need to put pressure though, probably. Use 4 use 5 or 6. Never less than 4, never higher than 6. Okay, so it just depends on what your bit with your file to. What I'm going to do is put this up more. Come into my swipe. Let me show you what I'm doing because you can't see. I'm going into my swipe after dusting them all off, and I do it twice on each one towards me. What this does is extract everything out of your nails. I'm not going to protein bond her yet because I'm not really sure what colors I'm going to choose on her. So what I'm going to do is, bring out some of my new colors so you could see them, and I'm going to make up my mind what I do on her together, okay?